on, guys? So as you guys know, I have a 2003 Yamaha Banshee, my Project Banshee number 2. I bought it in January, so it's been a 7-month process with this thing, and I just recently got it back on wheels about 2 weeks ago. So I just kind of wanted to make a YouTube video just showing everything I've done to it, what I plan on doing, and any mishaps and problems I've had with it. So let's go ahead and show you this nice thing. So here she is. So when I first got this thing, I was very disappointed in what I bought because I bought it from a kid. He kind of beat it up and had a very ugly frame color. And I was just really disappointed in myself for, going from what I had to this. So about day 2 of this, I decided to take it apart. Start all over, start the frame over, and do everything my way. So what we did was, with the frame, we completely sanded it, washed it, then we painted it candy red, couple coats of that, couple coats of clear coat and the gloss and everything like that. And that was getting me to a point where I wanted, I started feeling a little bit better, so I started going a little more extreme with it. So we got the A-arms here, which are the ones that came with it. So we got those painted gloss black. And then for the swing arm, it was completely seized up. The swing arm bearings were probably not replaced since this Banshee was bought back in '03. So what I had to do was get a Sawzall, completely cut it off at the dust cap, make sure I didn't cut the frame or anything like that. I went ahead and got a new swing arm, custom painted that, new carrier axle, G-force axle extended, chain, same thing. I probably needs a little tightening actually. But yeah, had to completely buy new parts for these. So these were on jack stands for a good while. Then if you come over here, you can see what I did differently here. This looks a little different than your normal bolt. He actually stripped a hole on each side. So what I did was use custom 3/8 thread rod. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. Going to that side, and this one going inside the frame to the other side. So bolt them up, and you can see that this is not going anywhere. It feels a little bit more sturdier. Another thing that really made me mad, he had this adjusted to where it was coming off here, so it's just constantly scratching this. And I want to go ahead and get this replaced to a nice chrome looking side. Do the same thing for the stator side. The bearings on here, on the A-arms and the dust caps were trash. Got those replaced. Got the bolts and the nuts replaced, washers. New radiator, because that's had a problem with the stock one. If you guys see here, we got to get those bad boys back on there. And if you guys are wondering what's going on with these Nerf bars, do not worry. These are just temporary for Morgan, my girlfriend, to put her feet on here so her foot does not hit that tire, so we can do a little trail riding, but wait for our new ones coming. So what this guy did to make it look like the carbs weren't leaking, he was using this tube because it was leaking, and he hooked up the gas line so the overflow was just constantly, kind of recycling itself. So when I had the gas on for a little while, it got so bad it was actually coming out of here. This is where, the air comes in and stuff. It was coming out of here. So I was, I realized I may have gotten myself in a little bit of trouble here, but went ahead and rebuilt both. Just got them synced, everything synced. If you can see this little dimple right here, if I show you. There you go. That's full out. That's exactly where you want it. You got those on both sides. So those are synced and perfectly good to go. And for the old headlights, see, what he had on there were LED pods, and I'm not a big fan of LED pods on Banshees. Really like the stock headlight look. So what I'm doing for these is getting the stock headlights, put some LED bulbs in there, and you can see the wires here. He had them spliced to go with the LED pods, so I'm gonna have to get a little kit with those and clip back on, or just go ahead and splice them my way. So new headlights, I'm gonna get a 6-pack grab bar just because that's cool. New bumper. If you see here, we got a stripped bolt. So what we're gonna do is, I'm not too sure. I might just do these 3, but take it out, put a 1/4 thread rod through here. We'll see. That's just debatable. So new bumper coming, new Nerf bars, pegs, new rims going out with chromes, I'm gonna keep the T6 pipes. Big fan of those bad boys. New stator cover, chrome. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do the air filter. I have K&Ns, but I might want to go back to the stock airbox with the air filter as like the cover. So I'm not too sure about that. That's a little bit more thinking. I'm gonna get new shocks. Shocks are a little jank. I want to get some custom shocks. I'm not too sure what to get. And I've been thinking about, you know, I'm gonna use this swing arm for a little bit, but I might want to do an extended 4-inch, maybe 2 or 4-inch swing arm. So I'm not too sure. I'm gonna need a new clutch cable. It's a little tight, been sitting in the, it's not too bad, but I might want to get a new one swapped out on there. I got a new chrome brake lever, new shorty chrome clutch, changed out the carb tubes for clear tubes. I like that look a little bit better. That's my preference. But yeah, I synced the carbs the other day. It looks like they might need a little bit more work. I need to get a carb sync tool, which I'm going to show you right now, so I can get everything perfect with those. It's getting pretty mint. I got a couple more things to do, a couple more things to buy, and then it should be perfect. And then we'll move on to the next one. But yeah, it's coming along very well, and I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of me talking, so I'll go ahead and start it up for you. Let you hear the little. Before I start this up, what do you guys think about this key placement? It was like this before I bought it. It's a little different than where there usually is a stock up here. I was thinking about bypassing it, but I did not want that dirty stinking hole right there, so I went ahead and kept it, just leave it on all the time. So what I usually use is just my little run switch. But here we go. Guys are a banshee expert, you can kind of tell those carbs aren't synced 100% well. I may need to go through those again, make sure everything is perfect for those, but I needed to get that carb sync tool, make sure everything's 100% before I hit any trails. But stick with me, guys. We're gonna do some great trail riding. We're gonna get this thing 100% and we're gonna have some fun of it. All right, so that's gonna end our video, just a little banshee walkthrough. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you stick around for the next one, and I will catch you guys very soon.